I was actually in a relationship with my ex for 5 years. It was great. I'm an entrepreneur business person, but I actually helped him on the come up from his career, and he had the nerve to cheat on me. I found him. He said he was going to work on a late shift, and I found him at an apartment with another woman. Okay, so right then and there, I said, okay, we're done. So I broke up with him. It was over. 6 months later, I ended up running into him at the grocery store, and we started chatting. It was okay, but then he just started coming around and asking me questions, asking me favors and all kinds of stuff, and wanting to take me to dinner and lunch, and asking me for favors, and not only that, asking me for some money. Okay, and so my question is, Steve, my biological clock is ticking, and when we saw each other in that grocery store, we had some chemistry, and so I'm debating. So my heart's telling me, yes, give him a chance, but my brain is like, no. So my question is, what should I do?
How old is this guy?
He's actually younger, so he's 9 years younger than I am.
I just want to know how old he is.
Okay, 26.
Yeah, see, do you know how to ride a horse?
Not yet.
Okay, learn how to ride a horse and ride out of town on that horse. See, y'all keep thinking when you run up into somebody, it's a sign y'all supposed to be back together. No, the sign reminds you of why you broke up in the first place. That's what the sign is. Wait a minute. First of all, the 9-year difference don't mean nothing, but I gotta tell you something, though. You can't hook up with a man that ain't even where you at mentally, spiritually, financially. He ain't even on your level. He 26. You caught him cheating one time.
Right.
You don't even know if that part of him is gone. Okay, so how much money he asked you for?
Okay, so he was like, I need some help with groceries. I got my car towed. I this and that. Because he moved into a new apartment.
Okay, hold up. Okay.
Am I giving out too much?
Listen to me. You're dating a 26-year-old guy.
Yeah, well not.
Who needs money for groceries. Groceries.
Groceries.
And he got his car towed.
Yes.
Which means he can't read that good either. Why don't you wait on a man that's already grown? Why don't you wait on a man that can buy you some groceries instead of needing you to buy some groceries? Why don't you buy... We'll be right back, everybody.
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Dana.
So my question for you is, I have an ex-boyfriend who recently contacted me via text message, and he's sharing very intimate texts with me and feelings towards me, but the problem is he's like recently married. I think it's disrespectful towards me, it's disrespectful towards his wife, and do I contact her or I just...
You mean, should you contact his wife?
Yes.
I recommend not saying anything, because that's not your job.
Right.
We never get away with it. Or we think we do, but we really don't. You may not know, but we don't get away with it no way. He just got a funny way, this God, he got a funny way of evening it out in other areas. All of a sudden, your business ain't working like you want it to. All of a sudden, your job go. All of a sudden, you done mess up your relationship with your kids. Now the relationship that you cheated with to get that one, it ain't going the way you want it to. He just turned it all kind of ways. You ain't even got to worry about it. You're in a good place, you're a nice-looking lady. Yours is coming along.
And I'm single.
You should come on Steve's dating pool. Come on the show. I'll set you up with some nice guys.
I've been divorced for about 6 years now, and I'm single and dating. I've had infidelity issues in the past, so...
You've had infidelity issues?
Well, they've cheated on me.
Oh, okay.
And so I have trust issues. I travel for work about 4 days a week. So how do I overcome my trust issues to get in a new relationship?
Well, I was talking to Bishop Jakes one time. Bishop Jakes told me something that helped me out with not that issue, but just some stuff I was dealing with. He said, you can't drive your car looking in the rearview mirror. You can't. Everybody has issues. Now, it's not just women. Men have issues too. So ladies, it ain't just you. Just trust and believe. Men bring stuff from old relationships too. But we're talking about trust. Now, you've obviously been cheated on before.
Right.
Every time you've been cheated on, did you notice a red flag?
Probably, yeah. If I'm being honest.
Huh?
If I'm being honest, yes.
Yeah, of course you did. Because you have this thing that God gave all women. It's called intuition. You all know. You've all ignored it. And you've all found out later that you shouldn't ignore it. Because all of you have broken up with a man and said, I knew it. That's because that intuition that God gives you is very real. And it protects you. Your intuition protects you from the hunter. We are the hunters. That's what we do. And we hunt until we find the right one. Now, if we find the wrong one along the way, it don't mean that we're not going to play with it. Yeah, it's the wrong one, but you cute. It's the wrong one, but you fine. It's the wrong one, but you are here. And until we find the right one, the hunt will always continue. So if you're not the one, he gonna keep hunting. But he will give you signals that you're not the one. He always tells you you're not the one. The problem is you don't want to listen to it because you don't want to believe your mind, you want to believe your heart. Because you want it to work so desperately, when the red flags come up, you ignore them. You call him, you can't find him. Do you know when you calling your man and you can't find him, you know why you can't find him? Because he don't want to be found. You will get Mr. Right when you believe he's coming and you're ready to receive him. Mr. Right will walk up to you. That's all you got to do. Hey, we got a good show, y'all. We'll be right back. Imagine growing up thinking that you were one thing, only to discover that you're not that at all. Well, that's the story of our next guest, Taylor, who appeared on my show on the Hey Steve segment a few months ago. She sought out my advice on a tough decision about approaching her birth father. Let's take a look.
So my question to you is, what's the best way for me to approach a potential father without disrespecting his current situation?
I do understand you're wanting to be connected to something. You want to know where you're from. You want to meet your dad. It's a lot of people like that. I really feel for you. But you are not a mistake. See, God, when he put these two people together, it was for the full intent that you be born. So let's start just with a letter so you don't get hurt. We can help you with that part.
I would appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So why do you think people were so interested in your story?
After that segment came out, I had so much positive feedback. People saying, hey, thank you so much for telling your story. I have the exact same thing going on in my life, or my mom experienced that, or I just found my dad. And so I haven't even gotten through half of them, Steve.
Your idea was you were going to walk up to his house. What happened after you left the show?
Well, I took your advice. I did not walk up to his house, thank God. I wrote a letter, and I did not mail that letter, but I did write a letter, and I tried to prepare myself mentally to deal with the rejection that could be possibly there. So that's why I didn't really send it off yet. But since then, I've had a lot of support from family members who've seen it, and then some who are not so supportive, wondering why I went this route to publicly, put myself out there.
See, the little bit of negative that you get, you have to ignore that, because the thing about hate is louder than love.
Right.
But love is stronger.
Yeah.
You got to understand that. How long have you been searching for your birth father?
I've been searching for my birth father since about 2007. So originally, I grew up with this man that I talked to about before, who I had really grew up hating him and resenting him for not being in my life, because his family was white and they didn't really want a lot to do with me because of the fact that I was black. So dealing with that already, I already was traumatized.
Okay, but he's not your actual birth father.
He's not my actual birth father. So in the middle of me searching for my citizenship, because I'm from the Bahamas, I had to have a sponsor. So when it came down to it, I needed 2 birth parents from the US. I found this guy who wasn't really around. He found me on Facebook, another guy. We took a test, he was not the father. My mom briefly mentioned in 2007 that there was a possibility of one other person. So I asked my mom his name. She told me his name. I looked him up online. I found some photos and I said, hey, Mom, is this the guy? She said, yeah, that's the guy. I said, okay, well, at least I can go off of that. So I decided to friend him. He accepted the request, but he did not respond to the messages. So I took it upon myself to message every single person in his friends list and asked them if they knew him and that I was looking for him. One person responded, I haven't seen him in years, but I'll get you back. I haven't heard from her in a really long time.
Okay, so I told you that I'd try to help you. And so I reached out to an investigative genetic genealogist, and who's also the founder of the DNA Detectives, and is considered to be an innovator in the use of autosomal DNA. Please welcome CeCe Moore. Hi, CeCe, how are you?
Great, thanks for having me.
Okay, so tell me, what's your process for helping someone find his or her birth parent?
Before approaching a potential birth parent, we believe very strongly in getting DNA confirmation first. So we have gotten you DNA tested, as you know, and when we are able to analyze those results, we'll be looking at his family tree compared to the family trees of the people that are sharing DNA with you. And then we can just follow those, and it'll lead us right to your real biological father.
You've taken the test?
Yes.
So the DNA test is done. After the break, we're going to find out if the man that Taylor suspects is really her father. We'll do that when we come back right after this. Now, CeCe, we've done the DNA test. What did you discover?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have her results back yet. So sorry. However, I have already started researching. I researched the potential birth father. He is indeed from Pacific Palisades, as you know. Okay. His legal name is different, which is one of the complications.
It's like switched around.
Yes. He comes from a long line of men with that same first name, and they all go by their middle name. Mm-hmm. He has 2 sisters. His dad is deceased, who would be your biological grandfather, but he was a very well-known veterinarian.
I read that.
Yes.
I searched their name online.
Oh, good research. Mm-hmm. And it looks like his mother is still living, so if they did end up being your biological family, you'd have an opportunity potentially to meet. But we won't know if it's him, of course, until we get the DNA. But the DNA test has 2 parts. It has your ethnicity or your admixture, where we'll be able to see if her father is white, Caucasian, and then it has the DNA match list, where it will match her up to her cousins on both her mother's side and her father's side.
Let me ask you this. Do you hope it's him?
I mean, I do hope it's him, but I also, in the back of my mind, have this tiny little sliver that it's a new person that I don't have any association with, that I can't be mad at if he changed his phone number, or, something else, that it's something new and exciting.
Yeah. Well, joining us to give us their expert advice on this situation is award-winning attorney and legal expert Ariva Martin, and also therapist and board-certified counselor Spirit. All right, Ariva, legally, what advice would you have for Taylor when it's time to approach her birth father?
The genealogy test that CeCe is doing, although it's great and it shows how far we've come with technology, it's not the same paternity test that would be given if you were in a court of law and you were trying to establish paternity for the purposes of child support or to inherit, something from his estate. So even when you get these results, the dad may say, well, look, I don't believe I'm your father. And he may want to do the kind of paternity test that would be accepted in a court. So you be excited because you're getting good information and you're getting closer to finding, who we hope is going to be your biological dad. Just be careful, lower your expectations, because even if you find this guy, he may not accept the test results that CeCe's firm provides you with.
What about you, Spirit?
Well, my biggest thing here for you is wanting you to really live your best life. And so I see all this very differently because I see how all-consuming this has been for you your entire life. And so, unfortunately, you're left to suffer. This is a fantastical person that doesn't exist in your world yet, but you are with you every day. And so I hear just a lifetime of rejection, of abandonment, of not knowing who you are, of just stolen identity. And so as a therapist, for me, I want to be about you. How do you live your best life no matter what the outcome is here? So we got to work on healing you. We got to work on you knowing that you are so much more than the DNA that you are made up of. And what do you want your life to be separate from this situation?
Well, Taylor, I hope you feel one step closer to finding out who you are and where you're from. CeCe is going to continue to work with you, and we'll be following your story. We wish you the best of luck. I want to thank our experts, CeCe Moore, Areva Martin, and my buddy Spirit for joining us today. We'll be right back, everybody.
My eldest brother is my favorite sibling, but over the past few years, he's been acting really out of character, to keep it short. He just talks down to a lot of people in our family, and one time in particular, he called his wife out of her name, and I was standing there. And I mean, we have the same mom. Our mom raised us a certain way, and so I approached him regarding the matter and tried to kind of get him to see how he was going down the wrong path, and he simply told me to stay out of his family business. It's none of my business, that whole situation. So I haven't talked to him in 2 years. My question is that he is still my favorite sibling, and I do miss our relationship. So I was wondering, how do you forgive a person when you don't align with their morals and you know that they're wrong?
How do you forgive a person if you don't align with their morals or you know they're wrong?
Yes.
First thing we should do is try to get the relationship back. His behavior is not your doing. How old is he?
37, 38.
Oh, he's a grown man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make him do anything. Mm-hmm. He done called his wife out his name. Stop trying to educate him to life. Life educates us all by itself. You don't even have to worry about that.
I guess, how do you sit aside and still watch a person, have that same behavior and everything? I don't know, I don't need
Well,
that
here's the
negative
deal.
energy.
You can love a person and not like them. There are people that I love dearly. I don't like them. I don't. I have relatives that I love that I don't like. Hey, bro, how you doing? And then, cool, the part we can talk about, bro, I love you, man. Hang in there, I'm praying for you, man. Hope you're doing better. Remember, treat people with kindness. Click.
Okay.
That's probably would be you seem like that type of person.
Yeah.
But get the relationship back with your brother.
Okay.
You could be the one that turns him, but it ain't your job to turn him. But you can, hey, look, I'm praying for you. I'm praying that you'll always have a kind spirit. You know how mom wanted us to be. Click.
Yeah, the end.
No,
okay.
Look, you saying yeah, but you shaking your head. Yeah. See, this is yeah.
Yeah.
This right here, yeah. This is.
I just know
I ain't
my
doing
mouth,
that, Steve.
I know how I would be.
Yeah. See, you gotta learn that. How old are you?
24.
Oh yeah, you gotta learn that. You gotta hurry up and learn that one. This is a big one in life to learn. That you can love a person and not like them. You just have to love them from a distance. You have to love them to get to the part you don't like, and then you dismiss yourself. We ain't finna do no back and forth because we finna disagree. So I love you. I'm gonna pray for your kindness. Keep a kind spirit. Remember how mom taught us. Click. Hang up. There ain't no back and forth, because the back and forth with you and your brother bothers you. And now you his little sister. He done already told you it ain't your business.
True, true. Yeah, okay.
It ain't your business. If this woman dumb enough to stand here
And allow it.
and let this man call her out her name, that's her problem.
Right.
The conversation ought to be with her. You let him call you that? Because, you know, I tell women this all the time. You can train a man how to treat you. All you have to do is not accept the treatment you don't want. That's all you have to do. It's all it is to it. You cannot change a man, but you can train him how he gonna treat you.
It's not my job to check him. I guess that's...
No,
Yeah,
because
okay.
you're checking a grown man.
Yeah, I know, but it, you know, but okay, you're right.
Yeah, that's all. Let him be who he is.
Okay,
You ain't got life.
we'll check him.
There's no better teacher than life. Life a monster, man. And it check you hard. See, what your brother gonna do is, he gonna say the wrong thing to the wrong person. You ain't gonna believe how good he gonna be after that. Pop! That's all. We'll be right back, everybody.